Hello everyone, and this is my first episode of the mentorship. Now, I'm gonna be explaining why and how I'm going to do this mentorship. And excuse my language because English is not my first language. English is my second one, as you guys can tell. What will I be doing in this is quite simple. This is a completely free. I will charge $0 for nothing, and it will be uploaded everything I know about Forex. And I'm gonna upload every single thing that you guys will need in order to be profitable. Now, I want to say this at the beginning that the only time you should be paying somebody for let's say, a course or a mentorship is the main thing is not going to be that what is the strategy they are holding back, because trust me, I've paid close to $8,000 on mentorships. The cheapest was like $150. The most expensive was like $2,000. I paid $1,000 for a different one, 300, 600. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna tell you that if I got something good from those mentorships, it wasn't the strategy, because the strategy is a simple thing. So you shouldn't be paying for somebody's mentorship or a course to see, oh, maybe they're holding something back on the strategy. They have that holy grail or something that I don't have, or maybe that I need. If you want to pay somebody, you're gonna pay them for their time. Because if I were to pay somebody to teach me something, especially in trading, you're not gonna need a lot of time on the strategy, because the strategy you're gonna be better with it with the experience you're gonna have in the markets. The only thing that's gonna be the best thing that is going to be provided from these mentorships is that you have access to their live tradings or whatever. You're not there to buy their videos. You're there to ask questions and connect and basically see how everyone else is using that strategy. Being able to ask questions, like, and having a feedback from somebody who has like some experience, or maybe the actual mentor itself. That's the whole point of you paying for the course. You don't have to pay for the course if you really want to learn a good strategy. Trust me, everything I'm going to teach you here, that's the only thing you will ever need. And this brings me to my next point, because please, whatever you learned in trading so far until now, I don't care if you trade for 3 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, if you're trading and you haven't made money and you want to go through these videos one by one, my first thing I'm going to say is actually the second one. Please forget everything you know about Forex. Forget everything you know about trading. I'm going to explain everything in here. I'm going to tell you all about the risk management, the strategy, the psychology. And trust me, if you implement all of these things that I'm going to teach you, I promise you, you will make money. I promise you, you will make money. If you totally stick to this, it's just going to be a matter of time of you managing six-figure funded or something. What's the new trend? TikTok and Instagram. So please don't come up here and mix let's say my Fibonacci with somebody else's Fibonacci. My way of marking highs and lows with someone's way of marking highs and lows. Come in here and submit to this mentorship. Please be a student even when you start making money, and that's when even more money will come into you. So this is 100% of what I wanted to say, basically, because trust me, I've paid a lot of money for mentorships. I've been trading for like 2 years now. I've been profitable for like 9 months now, something like that, 8-9 months. But really, you don't have to pay any information from anyone else. If you needed to hear this, you're hearing this now. Please, I am promising you that if you stick to this, this is gonna work for you, and this is gonna be mainly with Forex. I don't teach futures. I don't trade futures. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade stocks. So this is going to be only Forex and specifically only gold. So this is going to be an in-depth strategy of gold, in-depth risk management that's going to basically, if you trade anything with that risk management, you're going to be making money. I'm going to go very deep on psychology and all of that other stuff. So please bear with me. I'm going to try to upload at least 3-4 times a week. And this can go on for, I don't know, maybe 20, 30, 40 episodes. I don't know how long it's going to go. But please stick to this, take notes, and you're going to see some results. I promise you're going to see some results. The only thing I won't be doing in this channel, I mean in this particular playlist, is that I'm not going to explain the basics, like what is a pair, what is a pip, what is Forex. I don't think I'm the best at doing that. So you could just Google, I mean, you could just YouTube another video of like, what is Forex, what's a pair, what's the basics, and you will learn. I will start teaching from the market structure. I will start teaching from the candle anatomy all the way up to the end. So if you're somebody who's totally new, maybe this is your first day of learning Forex, you want to go into learning the basics, which is what is a pip, what is actually Forex, what does that mean, what are news. Don't learn how to use news, just learn about them. I will explain here. And that's pretty much all you need to know. And maybe sessions. What is London session? What is New York session? And that's all. Trust me. Get used to this trading view stuff, because this is where we start. This is where we will be using making hard analysis and all of that stuff. So that's all you need to learn before you start jumping into this. And I will start, next episode is going to be candlesticks and maybe market structure, and I will start getting very deep into every single detail that will be needed. So please stick with this. Close your social medias, please. If you will take this advice, if I were you, I would totally take this advice, because think about it. I'm not going to ask you for any money. This is completely a free playlist on YouTube that you can just follow. And you're going to be trading in a demo account before you will actually decide to start putting real money into one account. And what's the worst that it could happen? Let's say you learn this thing, you detach from everything else, you try this thing out, let's say 2-3 months on a demo account, and then you start it with real money. Trust me, you're going to make money with this. I guarantee you. Because I want to break that shit when somebody's up in here and I'll be telling you like, hey, this, come on, I'll teach you for free. And then the whole thing is usually trying to lead you to their mentorship. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to say, I'll give you something free, then fucking do it, right? Go through the end with it. So the only thing, because I don't have a mentorship now, I have a one-on-one mentorship, but I don't have like a group mentorship. And if I would ever have one and somebody is watching this video, don't buy my course or my mentorship if you really want a strategy. I'll give it to you here. But if you really want to ask me in personal questions, want to see me live trading, want me to see how your homeworks are doing, want me to correct them, maybe let's say you did liquidity concepts and you want to know if they are right or wrong. You can send them to the group and it will be checked, and then maybe we'll discuss about it. So that's the only thing I would want a mentor for. I don't want a mentor for fucking strategy or psychology, because yeah, psychology is a really big tip, but I'm gonna give it all here. Because think about it. We have a lot of books that you can read that are made from, like, let's say Tom Hoggart. I don't know if you guys know that guy, but there's a book called Best Loser Wins, and that book is one of my favorite books in trading. And that book is probably like what, $10-20, and has like the most golden nuggets of trading psychology in it, like ever, period. And somebody's telling you on YouTube or on TikTok on, this is the holy grail, my community is making six figures a month. Who the fuck does care about that? Yeah, sure, I'll probably make money if I'll join you, and probably maybe not, who knows, but you guys are doing it for the wrong reasons, like I used to. I would chase mentorship after mentorship because I thought somebody there will be a strategy in there which I haven't heard about, which will make me the most amount of money, which is the total bullshit of this whole industry. So please stick with this. Stick with this, and please listen to what I just said. And if you need some confirmation again, do it. My first year in trading, let me tell you a little story about myself, because actually my first 3 months of trading, I was quite lucky. Because there was a prop firm, I'm not going to say the name, but there was a prop firm, and there was no challenges, no phase 1, no phase 2. If you just buy their account, you basically had the live account right in front of you. So if you buy a 100K account for like 600, 500 bucks, you could just start trading it that day, and you would potentially be starting making money that day, because that was a direct live account. I mean, it's like an instant funding or something. I don't know how that is called, basically. And for the next 3 months, I made like 10 grand or something. I think close to 10 grand. And I was like, what? I just started learning Forex like 2-3 months ago. And now within the 3 months of my first trade, I'm making almost 10K. I was like, what, in 3 years, I'll probably be a billionaire, right? That was my thoughts, because I was a rookie. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But how did that transition to my next phase of my unprofitable life, let's say, is that I started facing losses. And when I had that 10 grand, I was spending that money. I was having friends, all dinner, I'll pay, my card always works type shit, you know? You start feeling a little spoiled, or a little, ego goes up. After those 3 months, not 3 weeks goes by and I blew all my accounts. Because I think I had like 5 or 6 accounts of them, and I would make 1%, 0.5%, maybe 2% of maybe each account. And after that, I went into like almost deep depression, because I was like, if this is not going to work, I'm not going to be trying to do anything else. And this brings me to this next point, because if you want to make money trading, I mean, if this is what you want to do, this better be your passion. This has to be what you want to do, even if there was no money in the line. Because trust me, you're gonna go through a period of maybe losing money, or maybe being break even. You haven't seen money since the beginning. Maybe it will be 1 year, maybe it will be 2 years, maybe it will be 6 months, who knows. And the only thing that will get you to that next level, the only thing that will get you from pain to start really being more confident and being more mindful and starting making consistent money and stuff, is going to be passion. It's going to be your love for this sport, your love for this industry. Because if you're here to make a quick buck, let's say you need $10,000 and you got $3,000 to make $10,000 in a couple months, trust me, get out of here. Save yourself that money, because you're going to lose this all in these markets. There's no way you can make a lot of money fast in trading. And maybe, yeah, if you put 3,000, you place a position, you place an order, and maybe it hits take profit and you make 10 grand, but that's just gambling. There's no way you will make money in the long run. That's the whole point. And this is the first thing you need to ask yourself. Do I love this sport? And do I have a not giving up mindset? That's truly all you need. Because when I was in that period when I was facing a lot of losses, I genuinely didn't really feel like quitting, but I was like, maybe I could be doing something else, But why? This is gonna be good when you start making money and stuff, and you actually love it. What else would you want to do, right? I don't want to open a fucking business. I don't want to fucking deal with stupid clients and stuff. That's not what the fuck I want to do, right? So I was like, this trading is me versus the market. So if I'm gonna improve myself, if I'm gonna obsess over my mistakes and correcting them, sooner or later there is not gonna be many mistakes I could do, right? And that's how I approach trading, and that's why I had fast success with trading, because it feels sad truly when you hear someone and they say like, I've been trading for 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, 8 years, and I haven't made any money from trading. But why is that? I truly think I have the answer to that, is they are not mindful of their actions and decision making. They don't know what are doing. Maybe if I ask you this, what did you do today? And if you really have to think deep about it, like, I think in the morning I did this, then I did that, then, oh yeah, I did this before that. That means you're not living your life mindfully. That means you're not aware of what you're doing, what's your actions, and everything. Once you start, that's why these meditations, these morning routines and stuff are like famous in this entrepreneur world, because they really do mean something and they really do help something. I truly believe it. Like, one thing I think would totally get you to the next level in trading, especially psychology, is meditation. I truly believe that if you have the ability to focus on your breath for just 15 minutes a day, and on the way you'll start adding 5 until you make 30 minutes, maybe 1 hour of just sitting and focusing on your breath. To a lot of people, that's just stupid. They feel like, why the fuck would I ever do that? But in trading, you're gonna need to have a calm mind. You're gonna need to be like a rock. That market will throw anything at you and you will hold your ground. And the best way to do that is through practice, right? Through meditation. Because people say you need to control your emotions to start like mastering the psychology. That's wrong. You cannot control your emotions. If I would come up to you right now and slap you on your face, like really hard, of course you would be fucking mad, right? You wouldn't be like, yeah, I need to control this. There would be anger in you. There would be something unpleasant in you. But how you react to that, that's what you can control. This is the fundamental way of looking at it, right? So if you face a loss, let's say if you face 6 losses in a row in trading, which is normal to happen, it doesn't happen very frequent, but is inevitable. So if you face that loss and you're like, damn, I'm 4 grand on drawdown, I literally just put $10,000 in my account and then it's down 4K. What should I do? I maybe should trade. So that's the emotion that will be built up, and that's natural, because we don't want to lose, right? You don't want to lose your phone. If you break your phone, if somebody steals your phone, or you lose your phone, you forget it somewhere, you cannot have it anymore, of course that feels bad. But what is your reaction towards it? That's basically everything. And not just in trading, in everything, right? You can just take this advice and apply it to any other thing in life, like in conversation. If you're having a conversation with someone and they're like, and are you just listening at them and then you already are thinking, what should I answer them, or what your answer is? Then that's going to be wrong, right? Because you're not actually listening to them. You're not showing sympathy or empathy. Sorry, you're not showing empathy. But if you hear someone talk and you analyze, like, what would be my correct response to this? They seem like they really want to take something out of their chest. So you just listen. You know, you want to ask questions and listen. That's a mindful person. That's the same things that should be applied to trading. And trust me, that's the most important thing. Because I'm a true believer that around 10% is strategy. I think that maybe around 20-30% is going to be risk management, and the rest is going to be your mindset, your psychology. If you're a guy who just, somebody honks at you and the next second you're already angry, this is going to be tough for you. Trust me, this is going to be tough for you. And if you're a guy who are impatient in everything, you're a little hungry, you just ordered food and you're like, oh, where's that food? Hey, waiter, I've been waiting for 20 minutes. Where's my food? That's another thing, which is bad. That's why you should focus on improving yourself and enduring pain. And I'm not trying, like, shoot yourself in the hand and endure that pain. No, that's not what I'm saying. For example, how could that be? You could start going a run in the morning. You could maybe quit a bad habit that you're doing. It could be anything. And you know that better than me because you know yourself better than me, right? And that's one challenge I want to give you before you actually go into to watch the next video. Please quit something that you know has been harming you. That way, you will start a new brain pattern that whenever we think about trading, we only focus about improving. That's a really good way to start this whole mentorship, guys. Maybe let's say, I don't know, if it's a bad habit of you just maybe staying up late, maybe cussing, I don't know what really hurts you, right? Something that you really hate doing, but you do it anyways. I want you to throw that out of the window, right? So this is what I really wanted to talk to you about in this episode. And in the other episode, I will straight up jump to analysis and start into, and then in between there will always be psychology videos, which will be the main focus, because the strategy, I would teach my grandma this shit in 2 weeks. There is no holy grail in this strategy. So without further ado, I thank you guys for watching this. Make sure you watch this video again. I think that's important, because that's when it will really sink in, and then you can proceed to the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.